Hey you guys, it's Miss L. Thank you guys for joining me again. This week I want to show you some of the seeds that I've started, some of the seedlings that I already have growing out, and then some of the seed packets that I have for plants that I want to grow later on in the season. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely stay tuned. My name is Miss L, and I want to be your garden hero. HERO stands for helping everyone reach objectives. I specialize in growing in urban spaces, and I want to inspire you to grow more food in the space you have and to start right now. I didn't grow up on a farm or in the country, and so I want to engage people in urban settings to grow more food and less grass. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started. All right, you guys, so I wanted to give you a brief overview of the plants that I've started already and some of the other plants that I'm planning for my growing season this year. So here I have some beans, and I have several different types of beans. You can see on the outside of all of the cups here, I write the numbers for the different rows when they came out of the seedling trays so that I know which plants are what type. These ones are number 11. And that one is from row 1. So row 1 was actually green beans that I harvested from last year. Row 11 is actually a blue lake, and it's the company was Fairy Morse. So I like to keep track of all of the plants that I'm growing so that when I put them out in the yard, I can monitor what plants grew well, let's say it's a type of bean that I've never tried before, what I like as far as the growing habits, what I like as far as the flavor, of course, so that way I know what I want to grow in the future. Down here, we have some kale. This one is number 5. And number 5 is a flat leaf kale called Premier. And let's see, number 4 is the same. Here are some more beans. This is also a number 1. Down here we have some pea plants, some more kale, and then over here we have our fennel and some leeks back there. This is where I'm starting my sweet potatoes. You can kind of see the sweet potato bulb under there, or the tuber. These look like leek seeds that somehow when I was planting the leeks, they must have dropped over into here because there's a couple of them coming up. But if you look right there, that's actually one of the sweet potatoes sending up slips. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I will have enough slips to put out into the yard. And I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. This is some wheatgrass that I purchased online, and I am starting to grow my own wheatgrass again now that I have the heat mats, and hopefully that will eliminate some of the mold issues that I've had with growing wheatgrass in the past. If any of you watching are expert wheatgrass growers, please leave a comment on some of the tactics and tricks that you all are using to keep the mold down in your wheatgrass grows. This is the heat mat. So if you guys are wondering what kind of heat mats I'm using, these are by a company called iPower, and it is their iPower Seed Starter Heat Mat. I have 2 of them, and that's big enough for 2 of the standard seed trays, 1 on each mat. And I think I got those on Amazon as well. And then this is a whole drawer of all of the seeds that I want to grow this year. And this is not even all of the seeds that I want to grow this year, but these are the seeds that I have right now. So I have several different types of beans. And then this whole stack is of just green beans that you would eat sort of in like this. And I do want to get a couple more types of green beans. I want to get some of those yard long Asian beans and try to grow those this year. So I'm trying to find those. I got the Baker Creek 2021 catalog, and I may order those for this year. I also have peas. I personally do not like cooked peas, so I really only eat my peas in the pod when they're small like this, or I'll let them go to full size like that, but I'll eat the peas raw. I don't cook them at all. This is my packet. I have everything separated out. This is all of my greens. So I've got spinach that I'll be putting in a seed starter soon. Let's see. We've got a couple different types of kale, which we've already started. These Japanese red giant mustards, which I plan to grow this year as well. More kale. I have a purple kale, so I'm super excited about that because that's also edible. This is a red Ursa kale, which I've seen used for like ornamental growing, but is also edible. And then in the back, we have lettuces. I will probably be growing the lettuces for salad bags and to sell to people. I'm going to be doing some plant sales this spring. This group of seed packets is all of my root vegetables. So I have my carrots, radishes, the beets, and the leeks are in here as well, I believe. These are all squashes. Over here, sorry, and you guys didn't catch up with me. These are all squashes here that I'm going to be trying. I've never grown this type of squash here, so I'm going to try that. We have some zucchini, and then actually I have cucumbers in here as well. More cucumbers, and then melons, so a lot of summer stuff will be going on here. We have our tomatoes. And I have several different varieties of tomatoes. This is a black tomato. It's really like a dark burgundy. I'm really excited about some of the tomato seeds and varieties because these are not going to be tomatoes that they will have at Lowe's or Home Depot. The last couple of packets or groups of packets of seeds that I'm going to be growing, mullein and horehound are both medicinal plants and have medicinal uses. So I'm going to be growing those this year. I tried to grow the mullein last year and the horehound, and my seeds just didn't start well. So I'm hoping that the mats will definitely help with that. I have clover here. This is millet, quinoa, buckwheat, and oats, and those will actually be fodder plants that I'm going to grow specifically for the quail and for the rabbits. And then over here we have basil. We have the leeks, which I'm going to be planting soon, some more of those. And then we have cilantro, sage, which I'm super excited about because I want to do some dried sage for some friends of mine. Some more dill that I'm going to do this year. Celery, I'll be starting soon. Lavender, that's the bronze fennel that I showed you guys that's growing out. And I probably will do a few more plants of that as well. Cumin, which is awesome because I love like jerk chicken and curry chicken. So having my own cumin that I can use is going to be great. And then this is a big bag of hard red winter wheat that I am going to be using for my personal use and growing wheatgrass to juice every week. Thank you for joining me again, family. If this video inspired you, answered a question, or helped you feel like more of a hero in your garden, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. If you know someone who needs to unlock their garden hero, please share the video as well. I appreciate you, family. Take care. Kisses.